The Four Noble Truths and the Noble Eightfold Path. Essential Teachings of Buddhism on Enlightenment and Liberation from Suffering. Introduction. Buddha's journey toward enlightenment. When the Buddha left his palace and family to seek the truth of suffering, he couldn't foresee where his path would take him. Yet, with steadfast determination and great wisdom, he discovered profound teachings that helped millions find liberation from suffering. The Buddha sought guidance from renowned meditation masters of his time and mastered advanced meditation techniques. However, despite reaching the highest states of meditation, he still hadn't achieved liberation from suffering. Recognizing the limitations of his learned techniques, the Buddha resolved to take a new path. Sitting in meditation under the Bodhi tree with a firm vow, "Even if my flesh and bones wither away, I will not leave this place until I find the truth of liberation." On one transformative night, he attained enlightenment, realizing the Four Noble Truths and the Noble Eightfold Path, foundational Buddhist teachings that forever illuminate humanity's path out of the cycle of suffering. Part 1. The Four Noble Truths. The truths about suffering. Four Noble Truths are a set of profound insights that the Buddha discovered. These truths help people identify suffering, understand its origin, see that suffering can end, and follow the path to liberation from it. Dukkha, the truth of suffering. The Buddha taught that our lives are inherently filled with suffering, from everyday inconveniences to profound challenges like illness, separation, and death. To seek liberation, we must first recognize and accept the reality of suffering. Samadaya, the cause of suffering. The cause of suffering does not lie in circumstances or other people, but rather in craving, attachment, and ego clinging. Humans are driven by desires and illusions about the self, which ultimately lead to suffering and inner unrest. Nirodha, the end of suffering. The Buddha confirmed that suffering can be overcome. When greed, attachment, and ego are eradicated, the mind becomes calm and free, a state called Nirvana, where suffering ceases entirely. Raga, the path to liberation. The Eightfold Path is the path the Buddha taught to reach liberation and overcome all suffering. It is the only way to achieve Nirodha, leading to true peace and happiness. Part 2. The Noble Eightfold Path, the path to liberation from suffering. Eightfold Path comprises 8 key principles to purify oneself and attain enlightenment. These can be divided into 3 categories: wisdom, morality, and meditation. View, samadhi. This is the first and most important aspect of the Eightfold Path. Right view helps us understand the true nature of life and clearly perceive the Four Noble Truths. When we have the right understanding, we can move forward confidently and determinedly. Intention, samma sankappa, to overcome negative thoughts, egotism, and desires. Right intention encourages compassion, altruism, and equality. When our thoughts are pure and virtuous, our actions follow according. Right speech, samma vaka. Speech is a powerful tool that can bring happiness or cause harm. The Buddha advised us to speak truthfully, avoid lying, harsh speech, or words that create division. Practicing right speech fosters respect and warmth in those around us. Right action, samma kamanta. Right action encourages ethical living, avoiding harm, theft, and sexual misconduct. Our actions must respect life, benefit society, and protect the environment. Right livelihood, samma ajiva, to live a meaningful and moral life. The Buddha taught us to choose professions that do not cause harm to others or society. Right livelihood helps us maintain self-respect and responsibility, living a life that does not violate ethics. Right effort, samma vayamrita. Effort is the consistent striving to overcome greed, hatred, and negative thoughts. By practicing diligently, each step on the Eightfold Path strengthens our resolve. Right mindfulness, samma sati. Right mindfulness is awareness in every moment, focusing on our actions, thoughts, and feelings. By living mindfully, we avoid being distracted by the past or future, and concentrate on the present moment. Right concentration, Sama-samad meditation, helps the mind reach a state of calm and deep insight. Right concentration eliminates distractions and cultivates a clear, peaceful mind. Part 3. The Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, a way of life, leading to peace and enlightenment through the teachings of the Four Noble Truths and the Noble Eightfold Path. The Buddha offers not only a philosophy, but a path of practice for all, helping us live joyfully, compassionately, and peacefully. The Buddha makes clear that to overcome suffering and attain enlightenment, we must live with love, let go of attachment, and lead a life of mindfulness. Conclusion: walking the path of awareness, the path to enlightenment, is not easy, but it is attainable if we consistently follow moral principles and practice meditation. With the guidance of the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, anyone can discover the truth of life, overcome attachments, and live a life full of love and inner freedom. These teachings, even after thousands of years, continue to light the way for anyone seeking peace and enlightenment.